What is up, guys? Thank you for watching another video. Today is going to be a very special episode because this is going to be the first episode of the build series for this Mitsubishi Eclipse. This is a 1999 Mitsubishi Eclipse GS OZ Rally Special Edition. It's like the 10th anniversary model. It's basically a non-turbo model, but it comes with the OZ Rally wheels. It comes with the OEM turbo high-rise wing from factory. It also comes with all black leather interior and a white phase gauge, which only comes, I think, in the 99 model. So those are pretty rare. Now, a lot of you guys might be asking yourselves why I'm making this video now. A lot of you guys know that I've actually had this Mitsubishi Eclipse for around, I think, 2 years now. It's actually been my daily driver. It's really like the backbone of the channel. It's what takes me from point A to point B every single day wherever I go. And I don't really post about it, mainly because it's stock. It's automatic, as you guys can see. I didn't want a stick shift car to daily. Honestly, I was kind of over it. But this Eclipse is getting its own build series. I do plan on building it. I told you guys from the get-go that that was my original plan, to make something different. There's other things that are coming to the channel that are basically going to change both the looks and performance of all the cars. Now, the biggest issue I have right now is that I have multiple projects basically within the same time frame. So I have the silver Mitsubishi Eclipse, I have the Mitsubishi Evo 9, I have the yellow Porsche 911, and then I have this Mitsubishi Eclipse. Now, a lot of you guys might be saying it's kind of stupid that you're building all these cars, but they all hold a purpose. The white Eclipse is my daily driver. The silver Eclipse is my first car. It's only been taking a bunch of repairs as of lately. Something happened with the Evo. I'm going to be making a video real soon talking about it. That's why I haven't really been driving it. And then the Porsche, again, I'm kind of planning with Bizimoto on what's going to be done. Parts for that car are extremely expensive, so we're kind of working things out right now, because I basically do want to build that Porsche hopefully within a year, from start to finish. So it's going to be pretty epic. So yeah, I just basically wanted to start a build series on this car just to have documented on YouTube. I know a lot of you guys actually wanted me to build a Mitsubishi Eclipse that's in stock form into something nice and cool. And well, the first objective for today is obviously to do an oil change. I have some Pure oil, and I'm also going to be giving it a nice detail today. I don't know if you guys remember Halloweeny. They gave me a bunch of products to use. Their stuff's really good. So I'm going to detail this car completely and just make it look brand new. And just it's like episode 1, I guess. Just maintenance and just detailing it so it looks nice and pretty. Something nice, easy for you guys to start with. If you just got a Mitsubishi Eclipse, this episode 1's perfect, because the first thing you should do is change your oil, change your spark plugs, look over the maintenance, and give it a nice wash. So I'll put you guys on the GoPro on this very slow 140 horsepower Mitsubishi Eclipse. Alright guys, I'm currently at Marissa's house.
Hi.
What's up?
Good.
What's good? What you doing?
No, just...
Lowering your car or what?
Yeah, literally.
We got a little situation.
Yes, we do.
We only have one jack. We can get the jack stand out. I am going to be doing an oil change and spark plug change on the DSM. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys on the GoPro for the spark plugs and the oil change, and then I'll get right back with you guys. Alright, the DSM oil change is done. I was leaking a little bit of oil on this side, which I'm assuming is from the valve cover gasket. It's given out. A lot of maintenance has to be done on this car. It's a very old car. I'm gonna show you guys the spark plugs. These things are hideous. I don't even know how the car was running with this, honestly. We used the pure oil, just a generic filter, change the spark plugs. I turned it on to make sure there was no oil leaks, and it's perfectly fine. So at this point, I do want to wash and detail it because it has a lot of imperfections. As you guys can see, the bumper doesn't even match the quarter panel. You can still see the old Mitsubishi sticker. With a lot of dirt, you can't wash this away for some reason. So the paint, it basically needs a paint correction done to it. So I'm hoping to be able to do that with the Halloween products that I got last time. This is a compound for the buffing. This is for the wheels. This is for the interior, the nano protector, and this is the regular car wash. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys back on the GoPro. And just like that, the car is fully clay barred. It's still not perfect. The paint still needs a lot of restoration. Marissa is basically going to show me how to use the what is it called?
Buffer.
Yeah, like a buffer. I've actually never really detailed the car to that extent, so she's going to show me the technique real quick.
So what we're gonna do is, because this is very filthy, I used it on my headlights. The trick that there is basically to wet it.
Hold
and
up.
then
Look at those hands though.
I'm trying to help you walk
okay.
my car, okay?
Show us.
So you have to wet it, and we're gonna use this empty bucket basically to turn it on,
Okay.
and then to dry it with the machine.
Okay.
Because we don't got time to let it sit there and get dry.
Okay.
Let's hold it. I don't want to do it next to your car. Okay, that should be fine. Now put it on the buffer.
Okay.
And then you're gonna put it in the bucket. Grab it and put it in the bucket.
Oh, and kind of just to dry it out?
Yeah, so you don't get water all over the place. You want to start off with a couple dots. And I'm not a professional detailer, guys, so don't quote me on this. I already know a bunch of people are like, she's doing it wrong. Just do the fender.
The fender? Okay.
And then you want to,
Kind of press it on there?
yeah. You want to start with it on the car already. Turn it on a low setting. And just evenly spread it around first.
Okay.
Light pressure. But it already feels really smooth.
Let me see. Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
always felt rough. That's cool.
But you can feel the difference actually.
Let me see. Oh yeah, it goes from rough to like smooth. And this is even after it was clay barred. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and start on the car. It's getting pretty late, so I'm gonna roll cinematic after the car's completely done. Probably tomorrow. And then we'll go ahead and start on basically the plans for the build. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed that quick little cinematic of this 1999 Mitsubishi Eclipse GS OZ Rally Special Edition. This is the same exact model that my silver one was. You could swap any non-turbo Eclipse into what the other one is if you guys really want to. But with this build, I wanted to stay a little more tame as far as engine modifications. And this engine does get a lot of hate from the DSM community. But this is my daily driver, and like I always say in all my videos, if you're just starting out with DSMs, it's better to start off with a build like this. This is, you know, a non-turbo motor. It has a little bit of power. The engine layout, I feel, in my opinion, is a lot easier to work on versus those of the GSC and GSXs with the 4G63s on the driver's side. And this is pretty much what a stock 428 looks like. I've had this car for around 2 years. It's done great. All I've done is literally oil changes and a radiator swap at one point. But besides that, it's been really, really reliable. I did buy an automatic though because I do not want to drive around every day in a stick shift car. It's cool in the beginning, but then afterwards you kind of get over it and you want something more comfortable. So we got automatic, but now that we're gonna build it, I do want to do a full manual swap on it, which I've never done on a DSM, but it would be a good way to learn. Not just for me, but for you guys too, if you guys are, have an automatic DSM and you want to basically manual swap it. And I don't really want to give away what we're gonna do with this car completely. I did make a video when I barely got it in regards to what the plans were. I do want to put some nice aggressive wheels. I do want to put a full lip kit. I do want to change the hood. I might consider changing the trunk out. And I might be considering changing up the rear as well. As far as interior, I do have some modifications planned as well, as far as steering wheel and seats. And as far as the engine, it is just a 420A. Usually these type of cars don't really get modded, at least performance wise. Most of the 420 cars that I know are usually just modded aesthetically, which is completely fine if that's what you're into. But there is a bunch of guys with a 420A motor that actually boost them. Unfortunately, there is really no tuning software for the 420A guys. You guys have Mega Squirt, but that type of software is super outdated. So with this car, I do just plan on running a super basic turbo setup on 8 pounds. That's pretty much the limit as far as how many pounds you could push on a stock block 420A. If you have a GSC or GSX and you have the 4G63, well, the limits are pretty much not there. You can do whatever you want, but then again, maintenance first, because these cars are pretty old and they tend to break. I'm gonna put the seat down. All right, so this is my daily driver. I've been driving this car around 2 years now. So I don't have to drive the Turbo DSM, the silver one, and the Evo around because they make more noise, they're more likely to break down, they make more power, and it's just more of a peace of mind type of thing. To have a car that's pretty much stock and that I can move around in without having any issues. That's what this car is mainly for. I think I'm trying to get to a point where I really do want to mod it, even though I do want to build other cars. You guys already know the whole situation with selling the silver DSM because of the Porsche. Parts for that car, for the Porsche, are extremely expensive. I do have an offer pending for the silver DSM. I know a lot of you guys don't want me to sell it, and honestly, I don't either. It's my first car, it's my first build, and no other car could ever replace that. So there's that. I'm gonna try to keep the silver DSM. I'm letting you guys know right now. I'm gonna try my best, but I do want to mod the other cars as well, which is what kind of what I'm struggling with right now. I'm not rich, I don't have a lot of money, and I'm just trying to mod like 4 cars at once. Don't do that, it's bad. So yeah, this was kind of more of like an intro video, I guess you can say, for the white DSM build. So just make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you like the video and comment to let me know what you guys think. And I'll pretty much just let you guys go. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.